G'day legends, how you going? It's Laz. Well, Laz nearly fell off. I don't know why I'm talking to myself, about myself in the third person. Oh, tree. But I am. Big rocks, big rocks. But yeah, I gotta tell you something. You know what really annoys me? Is I can't do this more days of the week, or just do this as a full-time job. Would be legendary. But no. What really annoys me is of late, old people. Yeah. Old people driving cars and not knowing the road rules. Now, road rules differ from state to state here in Australia, and they obviously differ from country to country. So everyone's got different rules. But I'm pretty sure in every country, and in every state, one rule is the same. What's that, you asking? You fucking indicate. If you're gonna turn anyway, left or right, you indicate. Now, I found an abundance of elderly people driving. I'll say elderly, probably about 70, 75 and above. That's what I'm talking about. They don't indicate at all. Not even 1% of the time. Oh, okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration. But these guys that I've seen... Oh, that's another close call to a tree. They have not indicated once when I was following them. Now, it's alright when I'm in a big red van, but when I'm in a gutless little... Well, when I'm on a gutless little CT 110 that does a max of maybe 90 downhill with a bloody, you know, a wind on your back, maybe it might push 90, but it's gutless as shit. And these people just do not know how to indicate. They just don't indicate, and it makes it so confusing as to where they're going. They brake hard. I'll wait till I get to the next bit, but I'll still go with my indicators for now. The other thing that annoys me, here in Western Australia and anywhere in Australia, I'm assuming it's the same, but with the roundabouts. When you're going straight, down through a roundabout, you still need to indicate to show you are going off the roundabout. Thought that was another track there. You do need to indicate off the roundabout, even if you're going straight. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a courtesy thing to show that the other people waiting to go can actually go, instead of sitting there waiting for you to turn and not indicate to show them that you're turning. Really annoying. Also, you don't indicate onto a roundabout. So, you know what I mean? If you're turning, fine, left, indicate straight away. If you're turning right, you indicate right, then you're 90 degrees to where you're turning off, you indicate left, indicate that you're actually going off, alright? People don't do that. Bloody annoying. You do not indicate all the way. It's bloody annoying. And now to the next bit. Stopping at lights. I was behind a guy today in some bloody little buzz box of a car, and I was like, yeah, no worries, mate, no worries, I don't mind. I was going back to the depot to do boring work, so I was like, oh, I'll take your time, brother. Anyway, we're coming up to a set of lights. Doesn't tap the brake beforehand. Doesn't tap the brake, anywhere before the lights, right? Next minute, oh fuck, where am I going? Yeah, I'm going right. Next minute, we're going through the lights, okay? So we're about to just smash through these lights, and I've just missed that turn really badly. Just about to go through these lights. Anyway, sweet. Doesn't slow down, doesn't brake, nothing. We're 3/4 of the way through the intersection. The lights turn orange. He jams his brakes on. Are you kidding me, mate? Oh, I don't know. I couldn't do anything because I'm in a work vehicle. I got Australia Post written all over me, and I've heard of people getting fired for yelling out at the car. So all I could do was beep. That's it. Give him a filthy look, and to myself, mutter all the swear words under the sun, and dirty, filthy names to call him, because it could have caused a major accident. Lucky it didn't, because the brakes in the work car are bloody good. But you know what I mean? And I looked as I went past, I was like, this old guy, and he's just oblivious. Anyway, this doesn't end there. It does not end there. You think, oh my god, Laz, that was horrible. What an idiot. What a stupid old driver. Why? No, it doesn't stop there. A bit further down the track, I've gone into the other lane to try and get past him. Right? Oh, he decides he wants to get across to that lane too. Doesn't indicate. Straight across, cuts me off to the point where I'm pretty sure my front end of my car kissed the back end of his. Didn't even bother him. Just kept going. Hey, here's another horn. Take this one. Beep him again. Doesn't even faze him. Getting pretty annoyed at this stage, so I got back into the other lane, went past him, and I just, oh mate, I was like, yeah, I might just jam on the brakes and see what he does. Nah, I was like, nah, he'll probably just run up my back end. He's just so oblivious. So he was just in his own little world. Now, fair enough, like, I could be just being a real arsehole, real mean, but it's dangerous. Yeah, fair enough, he may have had, like, maybe he had a death in the family, or maybe he had real heavy things on his mind, real personal shit, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know, and that's probably harsh of me saying that, but at the same time, if that's the case, you shouldn't be driving. And at that age, I think they should, I think they do a compulsory test. They have to do a test every so often, like every year, or I think once you get over a certain age, every year or thereabouts, 6 months, something like that, or 2 years. So I'm not 100% sure, but personally, I think it should be a more regular check. Like I'm talking like every 3 months / every month, because I'll tell you what, some of these people, oh shit, cleared it. Some of these people are just, you know, I don't want to take away their freedom, because with some old people that is their freedom. Like, look at my pop. That's his get out of jail card. You know what I mean? It's his freedom. He gets to go and enjoy driving and going for a drive. You know what I mean? And the last thing I want to do for people to do is take that away from people. You take away their freedom. And for some old people, that's all they've got too. But at the same time, if you're unfit to drive on the roads, you're unfit. You can't do it. You shouldn't do it. You're not only endangering yourself, you're endangering other people on the road that are using it. And that also brings me to another topic that I'll talk about another day, about P-platers and, you know, just stupidity on the roads with P-platers and young people. It's just, and I'm not going to lie, I've been there. I've done a real shitty thing, and I'll tell you about that when I do my next vlog. But fuck me, I got no bloody boot still. Let's go. We'll go through the bush. We'll just cut through the bush here, because I got no boots. But you know what I mean? Like, I'll tell you a very personal story, something that happened to me, and that's something that's one thing in my life that I really, really do regret, like really badly regret. Could have wrecked the life of 3 people. So, the lives of 3 people. So, you know what I mean? It's another big topic that I feel pretty strong about. But yeah, this one this is just a pet hate really, but you know what I mean? They should bring in more regular testing for them and that kind of stuff. And I think really they need to do more of an awareness test to make sure that they're aware of what's going on around them, and to make note of what's actually happening in front of them and to the left, to the right, and the rear of them. I think a lot of them are just oblivious and have no real concept of the road rules at all. But you know what I mean? It's just, yeah, it's just something we're all gonna have to put up with. We all get old, I suppose. We all get like that eventually. So, well, the lucky ones, anyways. But yeah, we just have to wait and see what happens with that. But yeah, well, you know, that's just a pet hate. The other story that I've got to tell you, I'll leave that for another vlog. But that is a very personal story. I haven't told anybody really. It was quite a bad time in my life, very upsetting for me, and devastating to one of my friends as well. So could have been worse. Luckily for him that he had luck and it was all good. Well, the best you can be and the way he is. So yeah, there's a track there. But yeah, look guys, I'm going to leave it there. Going to finish this vlog. Do apologise. The next, I'm giving you a heads up, the next one's going to be a bit of a dark story, and I do apologise for that, but yeah, I'd like to definitely express that, because I know I've got a few young subscribers around here too that are starting to get their licences and stuff, and you know, talking about V8 utes, and that's all well and good, but you just got to be really safe. Doesn't matter how safe you think you are, you really do need to be really safe. Really safe. Anyways, legends, I'm going to leave it there. What do you guys think about the oldies driving their cars at 50 kilometres an hour on a 100 kilometre stretch of road? What are your thoughts on the whole elderly driving situation? And have you ever had anything like that happen to you, where they've cut you off, nearly caused an accident, you know, anything like that? But drop it down in the comments. It'd be interesting to see some stories from people and any incidents and that. Also, legends, I've got a few shirt designs up on my spread shirt. Now, they're definitely no space pod design, so I do apologise. I am still learning. Yeah, I'm still trying. But anyways, go check them out if you're keen. Unfortunately, I was unable to do Teespring campaigns because they have too much colour and too much shading or something, so, and I don't like doing basic stuff, although basic stuff sometimes looks fucking awesome. There's that thing, what is it? That is a wallaby. That's not a bloody, that's not a, wait, did you see that? That's not a kangaroo. That was not a kangaroo. That was like dark grey and black striped. There it is. There it is. Might have been it might have been a wallaby of some type. It was only small, wasn't very big. It was a little small, bloody chunky looking thing. Anyways, getting off topic. Anyways, legends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop a comment down below on that topic that I just talked about with the old people and driving, and some rules that should probably be brought in to cover them. And yeah, I'll meet you in the next vlog when I have a bit of a serious talk. Anyways, legends, thanks for watching. I'm Laz, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.